Hello guys, I hope you're doing pretty well. So here's my Hero Siege 2 Season 1 Demon Slayer range build. So you were asking for the gear, so I will show you with the stats and what I'm thinking about it. There's plenty more option to do it. I'm just doing well with that, and I plan to upgrade and testing some other stuff. Just in the range section though, I'm not gonna cover um, the melee Demon Slayer, but feel free to jump in the Discord of Hero Siege. There's plenty of good information there for Demon Slayer, for other classes, for the content in the game. So, alright. So, you will probably see the people using most of the time the F4 tactical rifle or the Valkyrie rune words. So the rune words are here. There we go. So I didn't test it out for now, the Valkyrie, so it's up to you, but it's going pretty well. I wish you all 4 skill because it's between 2 and 4. The all resistance, if you have 40, that's perfect. If you have less, it's still resistance on the weapon, and the weapon itself is 100% defense in yours. That's amazing. So you need a key rune, so it's the most expensive of those items. If we could look of how much it costs right now, it is 300,000, so not quite expensive. And if we look of for the base, if I could just, there we go, sorry. So there's some Valkyrie already built, so you can take a look sometime if there's one less expensive than the rune itself. Just take a look for the all skill and everything, but the longbow not that much expensive. All right. So the other things is the Siege Breaker. Siege Breaker are tanky glove with all resist, with defense versus missile. You enhance a bit of damage, and there's the 26 defense in yard that we need, just because we need 100 defense in yard to bypass the attack rating, the amount of attack rating that we need. That is so much crazy, that's stupid how much we need, and we're still missing. With the 100 defense in yard, you barely miss, and there's no significant problem with that, so you will kill monster anyway. So I will show you at the end of it how much I clear, so I can clear faster, I can do more damage, but right now it is okay. So yeah, the 26 defense in your, and we have 75, so the weapon itself gives 25. We add up het rune ETH 2 times, and we get our 100%. I also have the brood cords that give you a 10%, 20%, sorry, but it gives you 10% of crit chance. That's amazing. So how much is the brood cords? So obviously the price gonna change, just because the price itself, like economy, gonna change. Maybe after the video people's gonna buy it and it's gonna raise or something, but you have a short idea of what I'm talking about. The Siege Breaker are a bit more expensive, but not that much, still under the 1 million. So there we go, like it's pretty cheap for what it does. The helmet, just the helmet I loot during my run, help for a bit of tankiness. It has up deadly blow. You can see what it does here. So deadly blow increase your physical damage by 50%. so that's quite cool. I'm at 57. The crit chance, I'm at 54 right now. I'm trying to get higher and higher. Ideally, if I'm at 80 or something like that, that's pretty cool. 50, it's 1 out of 2, already good. This one for Tankiness, that's pretty cool. The Lost Deities Authority, 44% of all res, the life after each kill, attack rating we don't need anymore, but okay. And it's an amulet that give 400 defense, so that's really good. So how much is the Lost? Pretty cheap, but be careful of all resist. Just shop like this. This one is way better, so it's up to you. The fortress, so most of the time people are gonna build the mayhem. Mayhem is there, so it's level 52, so I highly suggest you to craft it. The nut rune is gonna be the most difficult. No, the rune. So UM is gonna be the most difficult to get, but you still be able to get it, like farming Nightmare, Black Tower in Act 1 of Wood Hill Plains. If you can manage to farm in Hell, go for it. If you want to buy the Mayhem itself or the rune, but this one is a good armor for tankiness, for a bit more damage, attack speed, and everything. I just think that the fortress is a good upgrade, so more damage, more deadly blow, way more tanky, and there might have better armor, but this one I found it good. I also tried to slam an angelic key in it. Sadly, I had the melee buff, so I will have to change that later on. We also have the Elven Grace. Elven Grace is really expensive. It's probably the most expensive item in my set, except the Songli rings that we're gonna see soon. So this one, it is a crazy 18% of crit chance. We have more crit damage, so I just wanted to buy the cheapest one for the crit chance. The crit damage is just gonna be a upgrade later on. It also gives you all skill. All skill is pretty cool, but more all skill you have, more mana it costs you, so you have to be aware of that. So this one is not a must. It's just a good addition of damage. As you could see, 600 of additive physical, so it is significant for that. So as you could see, 3,800, and if I remove it, I said okay, and we just lost a 700. So that's a good amount, and 52% of attack speed. So let's just put that back. We also have the triple boots, just for resistance and movement speed. It's just like a fill up. You just put the boots that you like. Movement speed is really important. That's one thing you want to focus on your charm as well, as long as mana per hit, mana regen, and stuff like that. So as you could see, movement speed, additive physical damage, that one is a big boy, 82, so that's help. Faster hit recovery, if it's like the other games, when you get hit, you just be able to move right after. This one is for mana stolen per hit, not a crazy one, I just slam it there to test some stuff. You also have this one is really amazing, like a lot of movement speed, more attack speed. Magic Find for why not, like Arcane Resistance, Magic Find, movement speed again, so 6% for a smaller one, that's a good thing. I've been lucky to pull that. The Tall Dead Skull, that's mana regen, HP regen, so that's really helped me as well. And you have the Witch's Claw that have mana stolen per hit again, so if you can pull a 6, that will be amazing. Mana after each kill, that's better for caster, for mage, but that's still good for us and our skill as well. So those are not must, they're just good addition. Movement speed, I always suggest you. Additive physical, mana replenish, and everything like that. Talking about mana replenish, don't forget to show you my hero level. So I put strength. You could put energy if you really lack of mana. Vitality if you think you're squishy. Just play around with that. More mana replenish. More attack damage. Resistance, that could be life or in mana again. And what I'm planning to do is probably crit damage because it's more damage. Here I'm gonna do with the movement speed, because the faster you go, the faster you clear, the more chance you have to loot gear. Here probably just more life and mana. So if I put more life, I can reattribute my my stats, so I can keep it to like 1500 or 2000 and everything like that, and just put more strength. This one not quite significant, so MF, why not? Attack rating we don't need anymore. So this one is gonna be defense or cooldown. I will have to test it out, but it's level 190, so it should did I will get it before the end of the season, I don't know. I'm just sharing you my thought. All attribute, all skill, all resist. So all resist is pretty cool as well. Maybe all skill, who knows. The mercenary, I pull out the melee one. I put one skill and everything. So if you have all talent on your mercenary, it's add up to him as well, just to unlock everything. Those three are really good for his tankiness, for his survivability. So dodge chance, health regen. The first focus you have to put if you buy the merc early on. Not quite a good suggestion to do, because when he die, it costs you a lot to revive. So maybe wait until you want to hire him. Maybe in end of nightmare, early hell, probably, if you have good stuff on him. So this one is the one to focus, because it's increased damage reduction from all source. So that's pretty big. And you want this one because you want him to taunt enemies, so you don't have them on you. And this one for more armor. So that's pretty cool. We are in the hell 5. He's max and resist. There's plenty of life. Quite jealous. Yeah. And the magic fine add up to you as well. So since we are talking about mercenary, so this is the weapon I use early on, the Vorpal short tooth. I just loot it, I put it on him, he never die, except in the wormhole of the pirate one. So when I'm doing wormhole and he die, I don't revive him, I don't need it. And when I'm doing the content, I just had it up. It's quite good for the survivability. So yeah, life per hit and attack speed, that's a must for the mercenary. I bought the Mystic Howler. Mystic Howler is not quite expensive. There's physical damage reduced, there's magic fine, all skills, so that's a good armor for the mercenary. This one it was my old helmet, so I just slam it there. And this one is just an add-on that I pull. I don't suggest you to buy it. Any shield will do. Just if you see damage reduce or HP, or if you want to put magic fine, like if you're really lucky and you pull the Leprechaun Greed, a really pricey shield with a good magic fine, slam it there. But this shield, I think I can remove the shield and he survive quite a lot. So that's for the mercenary. If did I forget something? For me it's okay. This is the two-handed way, but you also have the Wakeka Tomahawk that give you in your defense. Maybe I talking about it early on, I don't remember. So 75% it could reach 100, so good luck on you. You can slam a shadow buckler for resistance, for more in your defense if you slam it at rune ETH, and you but you will have way less damage, but it's a good way to reach the 1% in your defense early on. No, okay. I was on the mercenary, my bad. So we have more damage, but we have less than the other one. So we have more resistance, so it's a bit more tanky, and we can have it early on. Maybe the buckler, it's 88, so it's a bit late, but you can probably take something else. If you are really early in the game, here's the one I use at first. It was my first gun. Not my first, but level 48, so it's in nightmare farming for runes and everything in the Black Tower. This one I just slam 4 at. So if you see a gun with 4 sacket, just put het rune. They are pretty easy to get. If I go there, like this one, it's level 15, so it is easy to get. So in your defense, you will have a better and easy time to farm. So this one help as well. Did I forgot something? The charm, this, the mercenary, the hero level. I don't think I forgot something. If you want to know more about something, just leave it in the description. It will be a pleasure for me to show you and explain to you about your question. So here's the play test of it. So we don't one-shot them, but we kill them fast. So why I'm farming here? It's just because I want the Nikita helmet. That's gonna be a good addition of in my build. So that's an heroic helmet. So there's some monster that's gonna have more HP, so that's why it's harder to kill. Not harder, but just take more time. But still doing decent in L5. With 2000 HP, I managed to clear the sheep secret level, the Uber Grim Reaper with the Dimensional Shard in the Shadow Realm, the Battle Fragment I didn't did yet, just because I didn't have enough Battle Fragment. I also did Uber Damien with the relic from bosses such as the Anubis Ink, the Garug Soul, the Death Sigil, the belly button of Magikarp. Okay, so we can do the Abomination, and we're gonna do the Gurag, but you have a good idea of how much it can clear. Maybe I can show you the one and the so it's still good, and it's easier to build those ones since it's level 52 if I'm not mistaken, so you can just have it a Mayhem. You can have a Flesh Ripper as a helmet. That's also a rune words, so I will show you. So this one, level 40 if you have a base. So it's basically a helmet with 2 sacket and the A grade. But ideally you want a S. But for the Flesh Ripper, I had a better stat on my A than a S, just because I've been lucky with the roll. And weirdly they have the same maximum roll even if it's a or S, so you just get it faster if it's a. But for weapon particularly and other stuff, I highly suggest you to craft your rune words in S base. So what I meant by that is just like this cuirass is a tier. So if you see a S like this on the white item, more gray, just because they're gonna have a socket, that's gonna be perfect. They are hard to find, but less magic find you have, better chance you have to find those. Or in L difficulties, it seems like you can have it sometime easier. I seen, but maybe it's just because I'm clearing more monsters, so I have better chance to see those. Maybe I don't know. So I don't clear everything, just to give you an idea of how much it does. I will show you about the tankiness, and just if I get hit one time. So okay. So the arrow and the voodoo doll, the one who explode in a red circle, those are your worst enemies. So you have to be careful. But with the life steal, that's pretty okay. If you found yourself dying too often, just put more life and less damage. You will have your damage later on. It's better you stay alive than always dying for doing more damage. So that's about it. So if you still have a question, just feel free to ask me out for that. And I can show you probably in the DLC, just because they are tankier, the damage. So still managed to kill it. So since we are defense ignore, that's pretty cool, but they have a ton of HP, so that's why it took longer, but still okay. So thank you very much, good luck on your drops, and see you soon. Bye.